we're walking around Animal Kingdom. Look who we find.
You might have a problem.
So we decided on our wonderful day off with the family to check. We found ourselves Jessica.
1, 2.
That's okay, I got mine.
Do you serve peanuts?
Jumbo, everyone.
No, Austin, I don't think they serve peanuts.
Oh, thank you.
Zimbabwe, this is Warden Wilson Mutua. Over.
Jumbo Wilson, I'm entering at the Little Aturi Forest. Over.
I'm Jumbo, Zimbabwe. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Copy that, Wilson. Right back there, there's a brown animal. It's got what it looks like a zebra butt. Now, that's an oak copy. They're really shy and reclusive. They don't come out very often. In fact, we didn't even discover the animal until 1901. There's also a dark brown animal here with a yellow stripe down its back. That's the yellow-backed durker. Now, durker is the Latin word for diver because they like to dive into the bushes to get away from predators. We've got 3 white birds up here with the big yellow long bills. Those are yellow-billed storks. Pretty interesting animals. They like to eat other birds. Better watch out. We better get out of here. They look like they might be a little bit hungry. Let's see what else we have out here. Now, in the jungle, lots of animals. They camouflage really well, so keep your eyes open. You come out of nowhere. Right here's the watering hole. Now, watering holes are very important. Does anyone know why? Everyone needs to go and have water. This is where our animals like to come. Now, on occasion, you'll see some black rhinos out here. Pretty shy. Oh, there's one right up there. You see him way up there. You can see, kind of blends in with the cavern back there. You can just see his ears twitching. Now, they have skin 1 inch thick. They can charge at 35 miles per hour, making them sound pretty indestructible. But unfortunately, they're not. They're critically endangered. There's only 4,200 left in the wild. Does anyone know what they're hunted for? Their horns, yes. And does anyone know what their horns are made out of? Hair, yeah, made out of hair. And just like our hair, if you were to cut our hair, it grows back. Well, it's the same thing for black rhinos. You can cut their horns off and they'll grow back. It's called regenerating. So in some reserves, they cut those horns off to ensure that poachers don't take them. But here in Harambe, we don't do that. We do have one that had its horn cut off. We actually got him from a different reserve. Let's see if I can find anything else for you. Oh, we got some saddle-billed storks coming out. Now, these are the largest storks in all of Africa. They stand over 5'5". That's taller than I am. They have a wingspan over 6 feet long. You can kind of see in comparison how tall they are compared to our warden here.
What's that tall one?
Alright, let's leave the forest. We're going to head to the Safi River. Now, raise your hand if you're on your first safari ever. Welcome, you got the best driver. And raise your hand if you've been on safari before. Good, get off. I'm just kidding. Every safari is unique. Doesn't matter how many times you've gone. Every time there's something different. There's a hippo right back there. You can see its pink ears sticking out. Now, that's the Nile hippo. It's an aquatic animal, likes to be in the water. And for those of you who are trying to get pictures, a lot of people are going to have a hard time getting a picture because he's so far away. Where there's one hippo, there's always more, so just hold on. We're going to go through the water, see if we can find any more.
Look, animatronic ducks.
Anyone want to guess how much a hippo can weigh?
Going on for Niles and Niles.
3,000 pounds. Oh, there's a whole bloat of hippos right here on your left-hand side. Now, a group of hippos is called a bloat. And they do something called rafting. It's where they put their heads on one another. This bird that's sitting up in this nest that's wiggling its neck, that's a white-breasted cormorant. Very weird bird. They dive bomb really deep into the water, up to 20 feet in the water. We have some pink-backed pelicans that like to hunt in groups, and then we'll stop up here so you can see these hippos. Now, hippos are night feeders. They come out at night to eat. They can eat up to 100 pounds of food a night. They can hold their breath up to about 8 minutes long as well.
I'm going to try to scare him off.
Oh, righty. What else are we going to find out here? These blackbirds are vultures. They were once critically endangered. In fact, we had to import them all the way from Florida. Oh my goodness, we got some Nile crocodile here. You can see one has its mouth open, and although it's not looking for a handout, it's actually letting its body heat escape. Do make sure you stay seated for me. These animals are pretty aggressive. You don't want to mess with them. Let's get across this ridge as quickly as we can. Hold on.
Ginger!
You might feel just a little bit of a buck as we get over here. Hold on.
Simba 1, come in.
This is Simba 1, over.
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the red clay pit. You definitely want.
There's a tree here that has no leaves. We call that the baobab tree. Now, it has a nickname, the upside down tree. It does go leafless 9 months out of the year, making it look like the roots are coming out of the top of it instead of out of the bottom. In fact, there's an old wise tale that the hyena used to be made fun of when he laughed. So they took a seed, he planted it upside down, and he's been laughing at everyone ever since. Alright, welcome to the Serengeti grasslands. Take a good look. This is home to millions of migrating animals every single year. And some of your favorites out here, like the elephant and the giraffe.
Oh, the giraffes are over there lying down. This is perfect. Everything's out today.
We've got some light brown animals right in between these trees right here. Those are Patterson's eland. Now the Patterson's eland are the largest antelope in all of Africa. They stand over 6 feet tall. Those ones are youngsters. They're only about 4.5, 5 feet tall. They'll keep growing. We'll see them just a little bit better in a few minutes. First animal, very large, very clumsy, likes to push things over. We call it the bulldozer. Any guesses? Elephant, yes, we call them bulldozers. Then we have very tall animals, very skinny. They like to prune the undersides of trees. Giraffe, yep. Our next animal is actually right out here on our left-hand side. This is a sable antelope. Now we call these animals the lawnmowers. They're really good at eating all the grasses. And I want you to look, some of them are really light in color and some of them are much darker in color. The darker the animal, the more dominant they are. But if you were to take the most dominant animal out of that herd and put it into another one, it would actually lose all its color. We have some Ankole cattle right up here on your left-hand side. These horns can grow over 6 feet long. They have a circumference of over 20 inches. We also have a water buck right there in the backhand corner, that gray animal. The water buck secretes a mucus that makes its coat waterproof.
Oh, we got the back end.
We'll stop for this guy right here.
Hey, stay put.
Now those horns are hollow, thank goodness, because if they weren't, each horn would weigh over 75 pounds. That would make those horns 150 pounds on top of their heads, which they unfortunately could not hold. So lucky for them, they're nice and light. The Patterson's eland are up on your right-hand side again. In all of Africa, 1.5 million of them migrate across the grasslands every single year. And if you look how they're eating, they're actually facing all kinds of different directions. That's an instinct for them. They have different directions because that's how, if a predator's coming, they know that something's coming. It's kind of like having eyes in the back of their head. The little guys, the little brown guys, they have a black stripe down their side. They're Thompson gazelles. Now they run in a zigzag motion at about 55 miles per hour. And then we've got two different kinds of giraffe laying down right here. We have a reticulated giraffe. It's the giraffe that's about, 20 feet tall. Laying down, it's kind of hard to see. And then we have a Maasai giraffe. We also have a very, very pretty Maasai giraffe right up here on your right-hand side. Do make sure you keep your hands inside the vehicle. There. He's pretty close. We're not going to be able to stop. He's just a little bit too close for comfort, but take as many pictures as you can. Now the Maasai giraffe grows about 17 feet tall. The reticulateds grow 20 feet tall. The big difference is actually their patterns. You can see that their patterns kind of mesh together. We call it a faded pattern. And then the block patterns of the reticulated are much more constructed. But my favorite thing about giraffes is how they sleep. They sleep 30 minutes a day, always standing up. There's another reticulated right out here as well.
What is your location? Over.
Elephant country, over.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own. We We can't find the mother. I'm afraid torches may be in the reserve.
Wilson, that's no good at all. Make sure I keep my eyes open. If I see anything, I will let you know as soon as possible. Now, on your left-hand side, this is what we call Monkey Point, home to a group of mandrills. The mandrills are what Rafiki looked like in The Lion King. We don't see them too often, though. They're more nighttime hunters. And they just had a baby born, so they don't come out with her very often. We're heading up to the red clay pits. They're right up there on your right-hand side. As we head up here, I'm going to turn on some music. It's a little bit of a drive up there because our original road got washed away. It rained so bad one year that the road got washed away. So some of the tribes here made us a bridge. So we're going to head up there in just a few minutes. Now the elephants we have here are African elephants. Both males and females do grow the ivory tusk, which is very important because that means both males and females are hunted for their ivory tusk. If you were to go to Asia or India, both of those animals, they just grow tusk for the males. And moms, you'll appreciate this. Elephants have a pregnancy or gestation, as we call it, of 22 months. The females stay with the herd their entire life, and the males leave about 13 or 15. Oh, I do not like the looks of this bridge. All right, well, everyone cross your fingers for me. We're going to go ahead and turn this music off. We're going to head across because I want to see some elephants. Everyone got your fingers crossed?
Yes.
All right, good. Uh-oh. I think I see an animal right down here. You guys see it? It's right down here. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Lean right, lean right, lean right, lean right! Hold on! All right, who didn't cross their fingers? It's got to be the guy in the aviator glasses. It's his fault, everyone. You can kick his butt later. Looks like the elephants have been here. There are some tusk marks here. Now, elephants will rub their tusk into this red clay and then eat it. You can also see that there's some footprints around here. Look, right here, there's some elephants. We're going to go nice and slow. There's 2 of them. You can see they have dirt on their back. That's actually how they prevent themselves from sunburning because they do sunburn extremely easy. And you can see that they're flapping their ears. Now that's where Walt Disney originally got his idea for Dumbo because elephants flap their ears to cool down their body. They don't sweat like we do. So it's the only way they can really cool down their body.
This one right up here. This one right up here.
All right. Oh, we got another one up here around the corner. Now, we have a baby here at the moment, and so to try and help protect the baby, we do have some netting up to prevent the baby from coming over into the ride path. So just be prepared for that. It's right here. If you look back, there was another elephant hanging out right back there. Again, the herd consists mainly of females and their youngsters. Every now and again you'll catch a male, but he's more solitary. He likes to hang out by himself. I think once we get over here, yeah, you can see that elephant just a little bit better. Stop right here for you. Oh, there's a little guy way back there as well. Now, elephants also communicate with one another. They communicate on a frequency that we as humans can't hear, kind of like a dog whistle.
Oh, wow. That's
so what happens is we have a team of researchers that are studying this to better understand it and hopefully keep it out of the hands of the poachers. Looks like we've got some more way up there, but this elephant pond's way too deep for us to go through. We're going to go ahead and head west. See if we can find anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a group of flamingos up here. Looks like we've got some little gray fuzzballs walking around. Those are flamingo chicks. They're right here on the back side of the island. Flamingos are born gray, and then over time they turn a pretty pink color. Anyone know why?
Brine shrimp.
Yeah, they eat brine shrimp. Now, brine shrimp's high in carotene, and carotene gives them that pretty pink color. And for those of you who like hidden Mickeys, take a good look at that island. It's the largest hidden Mickey in all of Walt Disney World. They must really like Mickey Mouse. All right. Let's head towards White Rhino Country. Ooh, we got some ostrich up here on your right-hand side. Looks like they're sitting by a nest. Now, I'm not a big fan of ostrich. They're the largest bird. They run up to 40 miles per hour. That's much faster than my truck can go. And they tend to think that your fingers are treats, so keep your hands inside the vehicle for me. Now, they have a pretty interesting feather. If you've ever looked at a bird feather, it has one stem that has a feather coming out. They have a double one, so in one stem there's two that split, which is why they look so furry. Their eggs can weigh about 3 pounds apiece, and they don't have to lay down on them. It gets hot enough in Africa that they incubate without having to be sat on. Another hidden Mickey.
Simba 1, I see you at the junction. I suggest you go west. It will be worth it.
Copy that, Wilson. If you look right at the bottom of this tree, there's a cheetah laying down. There's also two back in that corner. They're kind of hard to see. They blend in really well, but you can see just the underside, its little spots sticking out. Now, the cheetah runs 60 to 70 miles per hour. It's very fast. As fast as your car can legally go on the freeway. But that's not what makes them the best daytime predator. They have eyesight that's about 4 times better than humans, and their eyesight's so good that they can stalk their prey for up to a mile away, which is what makes them the best predator. This rock formation that we're coming up to is what we call a kopie. Kopies are lookout points, kind of like Pride Rock and Lion King. Every now and again you'll see lions up here. There's a lion den right on the other side of this kopie, so we'll see if we can find the female. Maybe the male if we're lucky. He does sleep 20 hours a day while the female does all the work. She's laying right in those rocks. You can just see her paws up against and her little nose is sticking out.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Now, the female lion does all the work. She takes care of the cubs and she goes hunting. While the male, like I said, sleeps about 20 hours a day. Sounds like another species I know.
Oh, you're so fun.
Just kidding. Ooh. The male's also up in those rocks. Let's see if we can see him. I just saw his mane come out. These brown animals on your right hand side are bontebok. They're extinct in the wild. You can only find them on reserves like this one. They were hunted for those pretty purple coats that you see. Yeah, it looks like the male's also hanging out up there, just a little bit harder to see. Now, I showed you guys some hidden Mickeys, but if you take a good look at this rock, kind of looks like a hidden Donald. If you look at the other rock on the other side, kind of looks like Jafar, don't you agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it's just the hot Africa heat that's getting to me. It looks like it's raining. Lovely. Oh, we got some burrows up here. All kinds of different animals burrow here in Africa. We've got one in particular that I like. It would be the warthog. Sometimes harder to see. Right now we just have babies. So they don't like to stay in those burrows very long. There's one laying down right there. He doesn't have any tusks yet, but he will grow large, razor-sharp tusks that help protect him from predators. There's another ostrich egg nest right up here. I don't see any ostrich around there. That's kind of weird. The bontebok on your right-hand side again. Alrighty. Let's try and get to camp before it rains on us.
There are poachers in the area. Can you help us get them off?
Of course we can, Wilson. We're on our way. Over. All right, everyone, hold on nice and tight. We're going to be exiting the reserve in just a few moments. It can get a little bumpy out there. So make sure you stay seated. And that whistling sound sounds like water. I think that might be some hot geysers. They can shoot out boiling hot water. Let's try and get through here as quickly as we can. Airborne Warden, this is Symbol 1. Where are you sending me, and where are these poachers? Over.
The poachers are heading east. Keep going, and you drive them to my patrol. Over.
Copy that, Wilson. Head east. Oh my goodness, there's some hot geysers up here. Hold on, everyone. Let's hope the truck can make it through. Uh-oh, my truck's losing power. Let's go, truck! Let's go, truck! Help me. Let's go, truck! Let's go, truck! You guys have to help me. Let's go, truck! All right, looks like we made it through. Uh-oh, we do have a poacher's camp up ahead. Looks like they got a hold of some elephants. Airborne Warden, this is Symbol 1. I found a poacher's camp, but the poachers, they fled. What do you want me to do? Over.
Oh, not to worry. You drove them right into my patrol.
Thank goodness, Wilson. Are you going to be able to catch those poachers? Over.
The poachers ran, but they won't get far. We located the mother elephant. They are now both safe. Asante sana, everyone.
Asante sana means thank you.
I have to go now. We have to get this baby elephant back to his mother.
Copy that, Wilson. Thank you so much for all your help today. I really do appreciate it. Over. Well, everyone, we saw some pretty amazing animals out there. We helped save that elephant. And it's Mommy, so give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much for joining us here at Kilimanjaro Safaris. My name's Jess, I've been your driver, and although I really wanted to go with you guys for a whole 2 weeks, unfortunately I'm going to have to kick you out 13 days early.